A son was called foolish by everyone, but what he did next shocked the entire kingdom. The king tested him every single day, and every day he gave the wrong answer. But was it really wrong? While everyone laughed at his foolishness, he was secretly building something that would prove them all wrong. His father was ashamed, until he discovered the truth. What he saw changed everything. Sometimes the quietest person in the room is the smartest. This is the story of silent genius. In the grand kingdom of wisdom, there lived a minister whose intelligence was legendary. No problem was too complex for him to solve, no question too difficult to answer. The king valued his counsel above all others, consulting him before every major decision. But this success came at a price. Jealousy spread through the court like wildfire, as other ministers and nobles watched his influence grow with envious eyes. One morning, during the royal assembly, the king turned to the minister with the concerned expression. "Your wisdom is unmatched," the king declared, "but I must speak frankly. Your son lacks even basic common sense. He appears to be completely foolish." A wave of mocking laughter rippled through the court. The minister felt a sharp pain in his chest, but maintained his composure. "Your Majesty," he replied carefully, "what makes you believe my son is foolish?" The king leaned forward with a smile. "Every morning when I meet my people in the marketplace, your son is there. I test him daily with the same simple question: which is more valuable, gold or silver? And every single time, he confidently answers silver. Even a child knows gold is worth more." The entire court erupted in laughter. Nobles covered their mouths, hiding their grins. The minister's face burned with humiliation, but he said nothing. He simply bowed and left the palace immediately. The minister rushed home, his mind racing with questions. He found his son reading peacefully in the garden. "Tell me now," the minister demanded, barely containing his frustration, "which is more valuable, gold or silver?" Without hesitation, his son looked up and answered, "Gold, of course, father." The minister's confusion deepened. "Then why," he asked, his voice trembling, "do you tell the king the opposite every single day? Today, the entire court mocked our family because of you." The son closed his book and smiled calmly. "Father, let me explain. Every morning, the king arrives at the marketplace to greet his people. He calls me over, places 2 coins before me, 1 silver, 1 gold. Then he asks me to choose the more valuable one. I always pick the silver coin." The king laughs, considers his daily entertainment complete, and continues on his way. "It has become our little morning routine." The minister's frustration grew. "But that's exactly the problem. Why would you deliberately choose wrong? You've made yourself look like a fool in front of the entire kingdom." His son stood up with a knowing smile. "Father, come with me. Let me show you something that will answer all your questions." He led his father inside to his private chamber. With a gentle push, he opened an old wooden chest in the corner. The minister gasped. The chest was filled to the brim with gleaming silver coins. "Every single coin the king has given me is here," the son explained. "Father, think about it carefully. If I choose the gold coin even once, what happens?" The king gets his answer. The game ends. He stops asking me the question. But by choosing silver each day, the king enjoys his morning laugh. I receive a silver coin, and everyone is happy. Over time, these daily silver coins have accumulated into something far more valuable than a single gold coin. I didn't sacrifice wisdom for greed. I recognized the pattern and played the long game. Understanding flooded the minister's mind. His son wasn't foolish at all. He was brilliant in a way that others couldn't comprehend. He had mastered the art of strategic patience, of finding value in consistency rather than instant gratification. The minister embraced his son with tears of pride. From that day forward, whenever anyone called his son foolish, the minister would simply smile knowingly. He had learned a profound truth. Real wisdom often disguises itself as simplicity, and the most intelligent moves are frequently invisible to those who only see the surface. Remember this: the world often misunderstands quiet genius. Some people do little and boast loudly. Others achieve greatness in silence. If you know your path is right, It doesn't matter if others call you foolish or crazy. The greatest minds in history were once called mad. Success doesn't need an audience. Keep your head down, stay focused, and let your results speak when the time is right. True wisdom whispers while foolishness shouts. If this story inspired you, share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Remember, be patient, be grateful, and keep moving forward in life.